Mhm. So right now we are live. So I'm gonna go ahead and first thing that I have to do is create a bucket, which is where I'm going to log or store all the CloudTrail logs. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, move to S3, and then S3, I want to create a bucket. And I'm gonna call this bucket AWS CloudTrail logs trainer 2021. Okay. I want to make sure that the public access is blocked, right? I want to make sure that I have versioning, right? And I want to make sure that I have encryption, okay? Any all the advanced settings, object lock, store object lock using the right ones. Ready? No, I don't need that, okay? So make sure that the region is the region that you want. Make sure that all the access, public access is blocked. Make sure that versioning is enabled because you're gonna have, you want to have that. Make sure the server side encryption is enabled. So every single log is enabled, and go ahead and create a bucket. Okay. So now the bucket has been created. Perfect. And it contains everything that I need. Because you can look at the properties right here. I can see that bucket versioning is enabled and server side encryption is enabled. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So now that I have my bucket, what I have to do is simply move to uh, CloudTrail, right? And in CloudTrail, I'm going to go ahead and create a trail. Okay. So remember, we can check the event history for the last 90 days. Everything, I attach a role, create an instance profile, all this, create a role, attach user policy, just what I did, what you saw, what you guys saw that I did, right? Deleted a group, developers, right? All the things that I did, right? Create a group, right? And the group is power users, as you can see here. Good. So let me create a trail. And this time I'm going to create a trail here. And I'm going to call this maybe Cloud Trails. My account trail. Okay. Or maybe my account trail. Okay. It's obvious that it's CloudTrail. So enable for all accounts in my organization. I have an organization now that contains several accounts, but in your case, guys, you don't have an organization, so don't do this. Create a new bucket. No, I'm going to use an existing one. And that's going to be, I'm going to browse my buckets. And it's so cool that AWS is making our lives much easier, right?
I mean, wouldn't it have been easier to just make the bucket there? So you don't go to two places?
You can do here, but I don't know. I'm more used to doing it there. Here it's a lot of, I mean, I don't like the way it's done here. Okay.
Okay.
So it's optional. So now I'm going to browse again and choose it here. Right. Now the bucket's there. I don't have to choose a prefix. A prefix is basically, it's basically using a folder. It's like a folder. You want to put that inside. But if I don't put anything, logs will be stored in AWS CloudTrail logs trainer 2021, then add AWS logs and the account number. Okay. Now, I don't want to encrypt the files from here because they're going to be encrypted in the bucket. Okay. Now, log file validation. This is very important because this is to determine whether a log file was modified, deleted, or unchanged after AWS CloudTrail delivered it to the S3 bucket. Use CloudTrail log validation, log file integrity validation. This feature is built using industry standard algorithm 256 for hashing, and SHA-256 with RSA for digital signing. Okay, a lot of encryption here. So SNS notification delivery enable, if you want to do that, right? I don't want to do it. So CloudWatch logs. So this is when you configure your CloudTrail trail to send events to CloudWatch, you specify an existing CloudWatch logs log group or create a new one to which to send your events. I don't have a log group right now in CloudWatch, right? But I don't have one now. Well, I have a bunch here, but they're by default, not the ones that I created. So if you create a log group, you can go ahead here and send those guys to the log group. You can create a log group or an existing one. You can do it there. Okay, but I don't want that. Okay, I don't want to use the tag here. It's optional, and I hit next. And here next, I can log different event types. I can have management events, data events, insights events. For now, I want to log everything, right? I want to log everything. Now the API activity, choose the activities that you want to log. I want to log every single read, every single write in my account. Okay. I don't want to exclude anything that has to do with encryption. No. Why would I exclude key management service events? No. If there's a key and something messes up with the key, I want to include that, right? So data event source, S3. So this is select the source of data events to log, S3. Okay, that's fine. And insights is enable, use anomalies are logged. Perfect. Okay, so now it goes to click next. And this is their summary, the review of what I'm doing here. Okay, everything that I'm doing here. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. Now create a trail. And right. So as you can see, my trail is multi-region. Okay, my trail is multi-region, so it's just getting all the regions on my account, right? And everything will be logged here, right? So if I take a look at my bucket now, right, there's nothing there yet. Well, actually, we have the first folder, and then we have the account, and then we have the CloudTrail digest inside a CloudTrail. And I will be able to see a bunch of things here later, right? For now, there's nothing, but I want to keep it open so you guys can see it after lunch, how it will log everything that we see here. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe delete something. Let me see if I can delete something here. Do I have any DynamoDB table? Let me see. I don't think so. Okay, do I have a function? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna log out and log back in, right? All of that is being recorded by CloudTrail. Okay, session. And of course, remember that all my files are gonna be encrypted, so they're gonna be, gonna be humanly readable, right? But at least we have an encrypted file, right? So 689, 500, I logged in using MFA. So let me delete the user maybe, okay? Developer, I don't need this guy, this is just for demonstration purposes. Okay. Delete this guy. Let me delete a user group. So I'm going to delete the power users, right? Delete the group. Okay. What else? Maybe a row. I delete this row that I created before. Let me delete the policy. Okay. So right now I have some data to be collected. Okay. So let me go back to CloudTrail. Let's see if it was recorded in the events. Okay. So CloudTrail. Let me see if it's recorded in the events history. Not yet. It's too soon, but it will. It will. It will show things here. Okay. So we don't have anything yet, and I think it's too soon to have something in the S3 bucket, right? But we will have something. We will have something. Okay, I think it's too soon. Oh, let's see. The US is one. Let's see what we have. We have the first three. You see, and this is encrypted, so we have to find a way to, not encrypted. This is not encrypted. That's not what I meant. This is kind of it's zipped. It's compressed. So we have to find a way to decompress this, right? But it's encrypted. It's encrypted. If I click on this, right, I can see that encryption is enabled right here. Where is it? Right here. It's encrypted, right? And it has a version. If I take a look at the CloudTrail, I'm sorry, the versions here, I see that there's a version as well, right? You see, now we get the AF South 1 region. So right now we can get a version with the version ID here, right? And here we have the regional, and you start getting more. We have 3, now we have more. So everything that's happening in every single region is being recorded here, right? Now, I will have to clean up my bucket because this is gonna come crazy. I'm gonna have so many things here. But before I do anything here, I have to kill the problem in its root. And what is the root? I have to delete the trail. So if I delete the trail, nothing else will come in. Okay. So now that I have the trail, nothing else has been, maybe something that was in flight, right? Probably. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and delete all these versions because the bucket's not empty. So I have to delete the versions first, right? So I'm going to type delete, right? And the versions are gone. So I have to go back to this guy again. You see, this one was on flight, right? And it was recorded, okay? So now I can go back and, okay, good. So now I can go ahead and delete the bucket. So let me copy this guy, see if I can delete it from the CLI. Okay, so I don't have to be going this way. So say AWS, clear, make it bigger, clear. Say AWS S3, remove bucket, S3, colon, // and then say here, force. Let's see what happens. And that should delete everything. So it's not empty. Okay, it's not empty sets. Bucket not empty. Okay, you must delete all the versions. I think I delete the versions, right? The versions. Let's delete this guy. Okay, I'm gonna delete probably. Okay, what are the versions here? Do you have insights? No. Do I have? Okay, here, 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 here. Okay, I have some versions here. Okay, perfect. So delete or permanently delete. Okay, I'm gonna copy this guy here. Okay. Delete this guy. So the version has been deleted. Do I have any other version here? Okay, so now I can go ahead and save this. And now it's not empty. The versions of the bucket again. Let me take a look at the versions of the bucket because I see here. Okay, I don't have anything here. So, okay, sometimes we don't have much time, so we're gonna go ahead and delete this guy this way. So, brute force, okay? So, permanently delete objects, okay. So I'm gonna delete this guy and it's now empty. Okay, permanently delete. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do this and bucket deleted. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is how you create a trail, and then you go ahead and log